Victor stared at the phone. No text, no call. It had been 12 days since she last messaged him, and 12 days since he told himself he wouldn't break. Not this time. He used to be the guy who chased, who wrote paragraphs, who believed that the longer the message, the louder the love. But all that had changed. Because this time the pain wasn't just heartbreak. It was an awakening. When she left, she didn't just leave his life. She left a mirror behind. And in that mirror, Victor saw a man who had become emotionally weak, reactive, and completely dependent on another person's validation. He was done being that man. So he turned to the writings of Marcus Aurelius, the emperor who fought not just battles with swords, but with his soul. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Her silence was not rejection. It was his path forward. Texting, secret number 1. Mystery over availability. Victor used to reply within seconds. No matter what time she messaged, he was there. It made her feel important, but it made him look desperate. Availability killed the mystery. And mystery is desire's oxygen. He learned that the more he chased, the less she valued his presence. So he stopped being predictable. When she finally texted, "Hey," after a week of silence, he didn't run to his phone. He waited, not out of pettiness, but from discipline. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. He responded hours later. "Hey, hope you're doing well." Simple, calm, no emojis, no need to impress. And something changed. She started texting more, asking more. Because when a man no longer needs her attention to feel whole, his energy becomes magnetic. Women crave the unknown, not because they want to be confused, but because a man with self-control becomes intriguing. He becomes something to figure out, not something to manage. Victor didn't ghost her. He didn't manipulate. He just learned to be still. Stillness makes her think. Thinking leads to curiosity, and curiosity reignites attraction. Texting, secret number 2. Emotional precision, not overexpression. Victor once believed vulnerability meant pouring his heart into every message. He'd text things like, "I can't sleep without thinking of you. I miss your scent. I miss us." He thought that level of expression would win her heart. But it did the opposite. It exposed his lack of control. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. He started practicing emotional precision. Not coldness. Not detachment. Clarity. So when she texted, "Why do you seem distant lately?" he didn't explain. He didn't spill feelings or beg for understanding. He wrote, "Not distant, just focused." 8 words. Nothing extra. A message from a man who was centered, not seeking rescue. Women don't fall for men who flood them with emotion. They fall for men who carry their emotions with mastery. A text isn't just a message. It's a signal of your emotional frame. Victor stopped texting to connect emotionally. He started texting to reflect stability, and ironically, that's what made her feel something real. Because women don't remember how often you messaged. They remember how your energy made them feel. If your energy is grounded, your words don't need to be loud. Texting, secret number 3. High-value subtext, show don't chase. Victor didn't say "I miss you" anymore. He didn't text thinking of you or wish you were here. He didn't need to. Instead, he posted a photo from the mountains. Sunrise behind him, strong posture, clear eyes. Caption: "Every morning I climb higher." No mention of her, no hint of missing anything, but the subtext was clear. I'm becoming something, and you're no longer part of it. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Victor didn't play games. He just grew loudly, and his growth created curiosity. She messaged him later that day, "You look good. Been working out?" He smiled. She was drawn not to the photo but the signal. He wasn't waiting. Victor's subtext was power, not comeback. But I've moved forward. And forward momentum is a woman's weakness. Because when a man stops chasing, the roles reverse. Not because he's manipulating, but because he finally values himself more than the outcome. Victor understood that high-value subtext isn't about bragging or showing off. It's about becoming a man who no longer needs to be seen. And ironically, that's when women see you the most. 10 Marcus Aurelius truths for texting like a Stoic. 1. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Control your emotional impulse before hitting send. 2. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Every text reflects your mindset. Make sure it's calm, not chaotic. First, never let the future disturb you. Don't text with anxiety about what she'll say. Let go. 4. Choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. Her silence isn't a wound, it's feedback. 5. To love only what happens, what was destined. Her walking away was a chapter, not your whole story. 6. Receive without pride, let go without attachment. Accept attention with humility. Release it with strength. 7. A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions. Text with purpose, not with desperation. 8. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. Bring balance into her chaos. Don't join it. 9. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Don't say you've changed. Be different. 10. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Most men text to be loved. Stoic men text to reflect strength. Texting isn't just communication. It's a reflection of your masculinity, energy, and value. The man who can stay still. The man who can choose silence over validation. The man who can speak less but mean more. That is the man women crave but rarely find. Victor became that man, not because he learned tricks, but because he built discipline. And now, he doesn't chase women. He attracts them with stillness, strength, and subtlety. If you're ready to become that kind of man, a man who commands attention without ever asking for it, subscribe to Stoic Force, where modern men remember an ancient truth. That true power is not sent in a message, it's sent in your presence.